Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now. I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to I don't know anything about saving worlds. But you do.
And I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
Boys are so silly.
Big slow motion action sequence.
Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast, and on today's video, of course, we're going to do a quick, spoiler-free review for Deadpool and the Wolverine. Here's my little Deadpool popcorn bucket. I just got back from the theater a little while ago. Let's put this off to the side. So this is going to be a spoiler-free review. Deadpool and Wolverine is a new film from 2024. Rated R with a runtime of 2 hours and 7 minutes. As of the recording of this video, this is the Thursday night of the release. We have a Rotten Tomato score of 80% from the critics, 97% from the audience, and a 3.8 Letterboxd scored. In this film, we see Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman as Deadpool and Wolverine. A listless Wade Wilson toils away in the civilian life with his days as a morally flexible mercenary behind them. But when his homeworld faces an existential threat, Wade must reluctantly suit up again with an even more reluctant Wolverine. This is directed by Sean Levy. I'm only going to give you 4 people in the cast because everything else I think would be a spoiler. Do not go into, if you haven't seen this film, stay offline. Do not go into IMDb for sure because, man, oh man, people, anything that is crowdsourced, like people are just going in there, filling in all the information because they all want to be the first. So this film, of course, stars Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool. Hugh Jackman returning to the role of Logan, aka the Wolverine. We have Emma Corrin, who really shines in this film as Cassandra Nova, and Matthew Macfadyen as Mr. Paradox. You may be familiar with Matthew Macfadyen from Succession. He was Tom. Wow. This movie was a whole experience and a half. I don't think that I could even have remotely begun to really realize what they were putting together. I think it's a fantastic endeavor. Definitely a labor of love for the character, both Deadpool and the Wolverine, but also just something to kind of really close full circle everything that 20th Century Studios, 20th Century Fox had really done prior, right? That's where a lot of these characters started and came from. Now everybody's over at Disney. So this felt like, let's close that loop. Let's give the people everything they've been wanting for years and years. Wolverine's been playing this role. I mean, Hugh Jackman's been the Wolverine for over 20 years. I'm sure Ryan Reynolds he's been Deadpool for almost just as long, just not in as many movies, right? Because he was in that Wolverine Origins. But man, oh man, you can tell there's a lot of love in this film. There's a lot of the fun of putting this film together radiates through the screen, and I think that's really cool. The story itself, it's very convoluted, kind of a mess, but it's a fun mess. It's like, I will say the only thing is if you don't like the type of humor that comes from Ryan Reynolds or comes from the previous Deadpool movies, you're not going to enjoy this film. They really double down on the Deadpool, potty humor, like anything that you think, oh, that's just dumb and silly. They really double down on it. But they also managed to bring out a lot of heart from this franchise, from this film, and from the arc of a lot of these characters. So that was really fun to watch. I had a really good time, a really great experience. I definitely can't wait to go back and watch it. And not only because I missed 2 minutes of a fight because I had to go to the restroom, but also, speaking of fights, my goodness, this has some of the best choreographed fights I've seen in a little while in one of these action superhero type of films. It's really fun stuff. It's definitely way outlandish, right? Don't think of this as your more grounded type of John Wick type of fight. This is all out. And the movie kicks off very fast paced, just throwing everything it can at you, 1,000 jokes a minute. So, like I said, if you're not in for Ryan Reynolds all over your screen, like you're definitely not gonna have a good time. I can definitely see a few people saying like, "Oh, this is just not for me. This is not like the type of stuff that I like." And if, like I said, if you don't like the previous Deadpools, you're probably not gonna. This is not gonna change your mind. Um, I don't know what the future holds for a lot of this stuff, but I'm very excited. Like I said, I can't wait to go rewatch this because I want to catch all the cameos, all the appearances. It is so surprising to me how little, not only how little I was spoiled before going in this, I had one, what I would call a major spoiler, but there are some surprises that I don't even know how you keep those things under wraps. Like it doesn't, you have to have some kind of like, like Omega level type of security to keep secrets. So very well done, very well played. I recommend you go check this out in your theater as soon as you can, because you know people on the internet are going to start spoiling it. Content creators are going to start spoiling it. I will have a spoiler review later on in the channel as well, where I'll go over all that, cameos, all that fun stuff. Like I said, I really want to go check it out again to ensure that I didn't miss a thing. And maybe catch up on that one fight scene that I wasn't able to watch. But really good time. Not a perfect film for sure, but man, oh man, the amount of effort, like really, really maximum effort. Some stuff that just kind of came out of nowhere. It felt like there's just one really, really big thing that I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they pulled this off. So yeah, I think a lot of it is going to be a big hype, but I do want to rewatch it because like how well is this? How does the movie connect once we get past all the surprises? I will say the emotional element of this film really got me in a few places. Like, it's been a long journey. I've grown up with these films, like, for over 20 years now. So yeah, very exciting stuff. I can't wait to see what other people are saying about this film. I can finally go back online without the fear of something being spoiled. And if you have seen the film, don't spoil it for anyone. I think that's a disservice to the amount of effort that went into making a film like this. But yeah, I'm excited. This really feels like a closure of a chapter and kind of trying to clean the slate. I know that a lot of people consider the latest Marvel stuff not as strong, and I can definitely see an argument for a lot of that. Um, and yeah, I'm excited to see what they do going forward. It is San Diego Comic Con week, so we'll try to stay up and as many as announcements as we can. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this popcorn bucket, but my goodness, look at the detail on this thing. It's really, really cool. And whoever was at the theater that got my free popcorn, you're welcome. I only wanted the bucket, but they still give you the popcorn. So there you go. If you've seen this film, let me know. What did you think about Deadpool and Wolverine? Let me know what are some of your favorite movies from 20th Century Fox when it comes to some of the stuff. And of course, please don't spoil anything in the comments. We'll have a full spoiler review later on in a couple of days. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.